Okay, so I'm first going to sharpen my pencil a little bit more. So right now I'm shading behind my letter, and I've already shaded these few spots. I apologize for the fuzziness here. This webcam is not really the best for this, but as you can see, I've gone dark over here. So because this edge is dark, I'm then going to come to this little section, and instead of putting dark next to dark, I'm going to put dark on the other side. So here I'm going to first start out pushing down on my pencil and making it kind of dark, almost outlining. And then I'm going to start lightening up a little bit. I'm fading in. And I'm making very small marks. I teach a drawing class as well, and the students were very good at making darks and lights, but even drawing one, their shading needed work for most students. They weren't slowing down enough. They were rushing through the assignment. Good shading requires care. You have to slow down. And you see how small these marks are with my pencil? I'm not making big, huge lines across the page. I'm making these small circular marks. So I'm physically blending the pencil by making small marks. There's no way you're going to get a smooth blend if you're like, you're trying to go super quick. Not going to happen. So as you can see, I've got a nice contrast between these two sections. Let's say I was ready for my letter. Maybe I want that to be a little lighter than everything else so it pops out. So then I can come over here, and because it's dark right here, I know I'm going to put my dark here. The easiest way to do shading on this project, I believe, is to go from dark to light. Trying to do dark all the way around any of these little shapes will probably lead to a little bit more difficulty, but you certainly could do it. But I'd say that'd be a little bit more challenging because there's so many little sections. So keep your pencil sharp, small circular mark making, and pay attention to what is next to your shape. So if there's something dark, you go light. You're kind of responding piece by piece. And if you find that something's not dark enough or it's not working, you can go back in with your eraser or with your pencil and either darken or lighten. So it's always good to step back and look at your work and respond to it.
If it's like, I need to tell you something.
Yeah?
So like if it's too dark, you have to erase it, and then if it's too light, you have to darken it with a pencil.
That's right, Elias. My 6-year-old is my son Elias is listening to our lesson. I think he's curious. He's doing some clay right now. What are you making, Elias?
I told you already.
Oh, okay.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Not sure what it is yet. Looks like a mountain to me. Okay, so I went back in with my eraser a little bit, and as you can see, I'm getting a nice contrast between the B for my last name, Bellimer, and the dark in the background. I could even lighten it more if I wanted to. Okay. And then I might come to my next section of my B, and because I've gone dark here, and it's a little bit dark here, I might start out the dark here in the corner, right? So there's no right and wrong about where you start the dark, but there is a best place to put it, right? Or a better place to put it. So if it's dark here, I wouldn't want to put the dark right next to it. And boy, this sharp pencil really makes a difference. My freshly sharpened pencil. And again, if you were to kind of zoom in on what I'm doing right now, you'd see I'm making I'm making almost like tiny little circles, rhythmic circles with my pencil. Now I'm looking here and I'm not loving how much this is blending with this, right? There's a line here. You don't want to see a line, you want to see shading. So then I might go back and push this a little bit darker in response to what I'm seeing. Okay. And then even here, if I feel like it's blending too much, I can go back and darken it up a little bit. So again, the goal is that you should have contrast and a range of value in each section so that the end piece is contrasting and a bit abstract as well. So I'm going to